Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be doing my Q&A that I requested. Funny enough, I requested it and no one requested it, but I thought it'd be interesting, so here we go. I'm going to start with the questions asked on YouTube and then move on to the questions asked on Discord. Okay, first question. Shin Godzilla asks, who's your favorite kaiju? Who do you think will win in GVK? And what do you think about Godzilla's singular point? Well, my favorite kaiju is Godzilla, obviously. Although runner-up would have to be, Anguirus, because he doesn't get enough love. Anguirus doesn't get enough love. I think that Godzilla will win in GVK, but I don't think that Kong will die. I do not believe that Kong will die. I believe that he will give in to the fight, because I don't think that with the knowledge already out there that Mechagodzilla is going to be in the movie, I don't think that either of them will die. What do I think about Godzilla's singular point? Not really into anime. The last Godzilla anime, while it was interesting, was a total flop. It didn't do very well. Singular Point looks promising only in the fact that they're bringing back a lot of fan favorite kaiju. Plot-wise, I don't think it's going to do all that good. Plus, it's being released in Japan first, so... Okay, next question. Sebastian, the Gundam and Pretty Cure fan, 2006, asks, what is your opinion on Zoids? What? What is my opinion on what? What is that? Okay, I'm gonna look this up. What is Zoids? Zoids. Oh, it's a Voltron Power Rangers type ripoff. In that case, it's probably. I think it's very lame. I don't really like Power Rangers or Voltron. Or little overrated. Although Power Rangers, don't get me wrong, is hilarious. The movie was terrible though. Voltron, people talk about it too much. Gundam is okay. Gundam is okay. All I know about Gundam is that he's a flying space robot, and he was in Ready Player One. Okay, next question. Desukira Animations, it's Desukira, asks, will you get sounds for Anime Ghidorah or any anime kaijus? I do have those sounds on file. Will I be making a version of them or making a sound effects video? No, I will not, because there are already enough of those out there. I may do a movie-accurate Anime Godzilla Atomic Breath sound, though, because a lot of the videos that people have don't exactly have the actual movie-accurate sound. Okay, Tyrannoraptor Rex asks, what your favorite food? What is my favorite food? I'd have to say rice. I really like rice, especially when I mix it with some corn, put some butter on it, microwave it, heat it up. Very good. I like Chinese takeout. It's very good. Okay. Unseen Rectum asks, how do you make the sounds? Normally I find sound effect videos that have a download link on them, or I go to sound effect library. How do I make my own? Generally, how I make my own is I find the movie clips and download them in an MP3 format, and then I extract the sounds from there. It's a very complicated process. Alright, moving on to Discord. Totally Not a Bot asks, what was the first Godzilla movie you ever watched? Funnily enough, the first Godzilla movie I watched, if we're talking Godzilla movies in general, was 1998, just because I remember I was pretty young, and I remember the day very well, because it was raining outside, and I was living in a townhouse, and it was on TV, and I remember being like, whoa, this is an awesome movie. I remember, since I was young, I didn't really pick up on any of the language and other jokes that now I've watched it now multiple times recently, and I'm like, wow, this movie was not for kids. But while I didn't know anything about Godzilla at that point in time, I did know that he should not have been killed by several fighter jets. I do remember that the baby Godzilla scene gave me nightmares. That freaked me out. Especially the scene where they kind of tackle the guy, kind of like a velociraptor. That scared me. Okay. Desukira, it's not Desukira again. He asks, how many times have you watched King of the Monsters? Too many times. Too many times. So many times that I have pretty much memorized the sound effects that they make in the movie and can actually repeat them back in perfect succession. I'm not going to do that for you right now because I'm sure that sounds incredibly cringy. Okay, R-Man P asks, I think I have heard birds in the backgrounds of your commentary videos. Do you have birds? I do have birds. They're sitting right behind me, actually. Hey, bird girls. Hello. They're grooming. It's their grooming time. Yeah, they're only noisy when I'm trying to do something important. Their names are Holly and Merlin, and they are very old. They're parakeets. They are both girls. Don't ask why Merlin's name is Merlin. It's a very long and complicated story that I can't fully explain very well. But yes, they are very beautiful birds, and I'm very happy to have them. Okay, Vivian asks, do you have a girlfriend? No, I do not. I don't have a girlfriend. I would definitely like one very much, but I'm not very good at social situations, and I have autism. Yeah, it's very hard for me to do that. Alright, next question. Mystical Apple. Yeah, it's Mystical Apple. How did you get into sound effect creation? I think it was actually I was trying to make sort of a really crappy Godzilla size comparison video. I think you can actually still see that on my channel. I'll put a link if I can find it. And people were like, yo, those are the wrong sounds and stuff. I'm like, I don't know what, they all sound the same to me. Then I did sort of parody of Synchronize's video. I think that may still be on my channel. I'll put a link to his original video and my video right here. And since then, I was like, started noticing like certain sound effects sounded closer. I was like, wait a second, these actually don't all sound the same. Like, I used to think that Megaguirus sounded like Mothra, and I used to think that Baragon and Varan sounded like Godzilla, which they do, because to be fair, they do use slightly altered Godzilla roars. Eventually, I realized, you know what, a lot of people who do sound effect videos, like Asilas Gaji, Yoshi Draco, all those guys, I was like, man, these guys actually don't do a very good job of making their own sound effects. To be fair, Yoshi Draco does a lot better job than Asilas Gaji. He is a lot better, very better. Asilas Gaji literally just takes all the sound the character has made and a bunch of other sounds and then combines them together. Plus, who the wants to watch Godzilla fight Bowser? That's just dumb. This is a crossover that would never happen and would be incredibly one-sided. Yeah. Needless to say, I don't like Asilas Gaji, and I can do so much better than him. Alright, the final question. Dadmiral Versio asks, what is your favorite Star Wars movie? I'm probably going to get a lot of controversy for this, but my favorite Star Wars movie, if we're talking the non-Disney Star Wars movies, Empire Strikes Back. Just because the Battle of Hoth, I just love the concept of the Battle of Hoth. I just really enjoy it. The Exogorth. Well, the Exogorth is awesome because I mean it's basically a kaiju. It's a giant freaking worm. Boba Fett gets introduced, who is probably one of the coolest Star Wars characters ever. There's Yoda. Yoda gets introduced. There's just the whole Bespin sequence. I love everything about the movie. It's very cool. If we're not talking, not Disney and Star Wars in general, Rise of Skywalker. I love the Rise of Skywalker. Kylo Ren's new helmet looks awesome. I don't like how fast paced it is. It doesn't give you much time to really enjoy the settings and what they're setting up. I mean, obviously, I love the fact that Palpatine came back. Just gave us a whole bunch of new meme opportunities. Lando returns, so that's awesome. But what I love most about it is just the Battle of Exegol as a whole. Just like, especially the scene where like the Galaxy fleet arrives, that gave me chills. But like, it's just a final epic conclusion to the Star Wars saga. I just really like it. And for all you Disney haters out there who say it's a shit movie, just saying, I love The Last Jedi too. I also think it's a very good movie, but Rise of Skywalker wins it over for me because it was like the epic conclusion. I do think that The Last Jedi should have done a better job of setting up Palpatine's introduction in The Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, and especially the Sith Troopers and the Knights of Ren. I mean, they don't do much, but I mean, they just look cool. I mean, if you just turn your brain off and watch the movie as a person who loves Star Wars and not an angry critic waiting to see if the movie's going to do every single thing right that they want right about it, it's a really enjoyable movie. All right, that's all the questions that people had. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want, you can leave some more questions in the comments. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate comments on various things. You can hope to see some new videos from me in the future of other gameplay. Other than that, that's all I have. So, bye.